Hello Aquarius, how you doing? Welcome to your energy reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 6th, no it's not, it's the 13th of October through to the 19th of October. I hope you're doing well. Yes, messages from energy that came out this week here. It was amazing readings for the messages from energy. If you haven't seen it, please do go and see it. Building of energies in the center of the earth. We'll probably see that coming through in the next couple of weeks. If you want to get the full lowdown, obviously go and see the messages from energy. The other thing we were talking about was the elements of water and earth combinations, and looking at your flower. Let's just bring up your flower. Looking at your flower, you've got the earth and water combination really that goes in this sort of section here. You do have a lot of water all over the place in your base of your petals. That's on your karmic paths on both sides, and your interaction with the outside world, be it on your relationship side or on your financial side. So you might have your life being in, or your pathway or your connections with the outside world driven by your emotions. But in the here and now, it's all about converting those emotions into physical things. Okay, so let's just get on and see what's going on for you this week in the way of energies. So let's just connect to the central point here, the general energies here. Let's just see what's going on, connecting to that energy now. Here we go. You can see the morphic fields, electric. I think it feels like you're on, it's not that you're on fire, that you are electric at the moment. You're really, it's like there's a big pulse of energy going through you at the moment, a real determination about getting things done. That's what the general energy feels like. Let's see how it plays a little bit like into the financial side. What's playing on here, on this sort of side here? There's a lot of application. And quite literally application. So you could be applying for jobs and so forth. It's like you're getting, you're getting a lot of things done. You're applying, you're filling out forms, or you're driving the agenda. That's what it feels like. You're driving the agenda. Yeah, look at that. That's what's running through on your general energies, coming through on your financial side. It's on this side here. You got the Knight of Wands, very, very passionate. And I think you are. And this is where I think you get the electricity side of it all, being very, when you see something, do something, and if it really strikes a chord with you, go ahead and do it. Whatever it is, just go ahead and do it. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. And I think that's the driving force that's coming from within you. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. Seems to be travel, at least it could be physical travel, but it could also be sort of like traveling in curiosity, sort of like looking at different things, sort of saying, do you know what, I quite like to apply for that job there, even if it's slightly out of your comfort zone. Actually, I think you really want to sort of like chance your arm really more than anything else, but it's calculated as per usual with you, Aquarius. You're calculating this sort of move, as it were, but you're opening up a whole new pathway for you that's coming up. What's from the past, it seems like the past, in regards to job, business and projects, yeah, you've been earning your crust and everything like that, you've been doing well, but it's missing a little bit of excitement. It's getting a bit monotonous for you, maybe. So this is where you're looking at the horizon, sort of looking for opportunities that are coming up. Yeah, look at that on your karmic path. You get the Chariot. It's all moving incredibly quickly here for you, Aquarius. Very, very electrical, as I said, with the connections with the outside world. Yeah, look at that. That's driving the emotions, as I said. Maybe it's you who's putting it out. I do think you're putting it out there. I think you should be applying for things. I think you should be looking to push the boundaries on your career, on your business, on your project, whichever you want to be doing in your life. I think you need to be the driving factor in all this. You're really pushing things out. Yeah, look at that. In the past, as I said, I think you get the Hangman. Yeah, I think you get some good results, and I think you've been working hard. I think you've been doing well, but you're now starting to look at life a little bit differently and kind of going, well, if I want to take it to the next level, I've got to instigate things. And look at that. That's in your future there. This is where we come into that sort of cardinal earth that comes in from Capricorn. It's driving towards ultimate happiness, really. And I think the happiness comes from within you. It's not necessarily of getting the job that, or getting the pay, or the, the salary that you want, or getting the business that is giving you the money. You want it also to be exciting. You also want it to be invigorating. And I think that's what you're looking for here at the moment. Yeah, in the here and now, you get the um, Three of Wands. Is it procrastination? No, I don't think it is. I think it's more of a case here that you've come to this port, or you come to this cliff top here, and you've got sort of like, there's two wands that are already planted in the ground, as you can well see on that card there. And they've got their hand on one card, one wand, as it were, like the Knight of Wands here. So you've been working on a plan that's worked for you, but now it's a case of sort of kind of going, okay, you're looking for a new opportunity, a definite new opportunity, and it's going to go very quickly. It's going to come in very quickly. Look at that. With the Chariot card, you get the Page of Wands. I think this is where you're learning how to express the excitement and the passions that you do have within you on that general energy. With the Knight of Wands, you're learning about that. And this pathway is helping you to learn that. How does it convert into the Ten of Cups? You get the Devil card. That's that Capricorn energy, I think. The Devil is in the detail, and you're very good at looking at the detail when working on your financial sort of side here. And I think once you get once you get the buzz or the feel of something, that's when you can really sort of like home in on those specific details, homing in on applying yourself for a new business, job, or an opportunity. There's a definite opportunity that you seem to be creating more than anything else. Let's just have a look and see what's going on your relationship side here. So let's see what's going on the general energies for that. There is also this desire for it to move. Not necessarily the relationship, but I think more the surroundings of the relationship. And this could have something to do with the home, or going on holiday, or doing activities, or engagement within the relationship. There seems to be a desire for more to be happening, as it were. Let's just see what's going on. Yeah, look at that. You've got the Eight of Cups. Very, very curious about where you're going. Very curious about sort of like interacting with your partner, your friends, your family. And it could be down to on the buying a new home, or doing doing a new activity. That's the sort of thing I get. And it's kind of like, it seems like you're really busy, or you want to be busy, or you want to be involved, and you want to be engaged in the relationships and so forth. But it needs to have some sort of physical outcome within the relationship. That's what it feels like. Let's just see what we get on the karmic path and all of the rest. It's almost as if like you're tying up loose ends within the relationship, and it could be, say, like finally getting the details of what loan you can get for in order to buy a property and stuff like that with your partner, or investing in an activity and so forth. Just making sure that everything's okay, everybody's on board, and everybody's on the same sort of thing. That's what it seems to be coming out there. Death and rebirth. Yeah, I think there's a definite. This is on your karmic path here. This is a definite renewal of your engagement within the relationship. And I think this comes from both sides. It's not just from your own side. I think it's from both sides. And this could be, very good for looking for a new relationship if that's what you're after. In the connections with the outside world, you get the Page of Cups. What seemed impossible in the past will certainly become possible in the future. Concentrate on the possible things, doing the possible things, and aspiring to the impossible. Obviously, I think there's something, either there's someone, or you're thinking about, or someone's thinking about you, or what have you. It seems to be sort of like a real, you're dreaming about the ultimate goals, basically. And from the past, you get the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I think you're very much in the here and now. I think it's been very magical in regards to relationships and so forth. And I think this has given you the confidence to sort of push the boundaries and start opening up to far greater things within your life, within your relationships, and the connection with the person, or maybe a new person that is around you. but it's engaging in the activities, and it's sort of like here is sort of like you want to take the magic and start getting the results more than anything else. In the future self, you get the Eight of Swords. That's a bit of a it throws a bit of a spanner in the works there, the Eight of Swords. I'm not sure that, I think if you stay, I think more it's what sort of saying here, if you just sort of like continue along and trundling along, I think you're going to be emotionally sort of drained by the situation. And in the future here, I think you're not going to, you're not going to be satisfied within the relationships that are around you. You'll find yourself emotionally a little bit drained if there's no movement or if there's no engagement and so forth. And you get that as well with the Queen of Swords on your here and now. The Queen of Swords is taking a direction. She's not just following a path, she's creating the path. And I think that's what you're doing here. And I think you have a certain control over your emotions, because you want to be curious about where you can go with this. Is it either moving in with someone or creating a connection with someone and through activities and so forth? So if you are, looking to develop a relationship or evolve your relationship, I would really start pushing sort of like suggestions, trying out new things and so forth within the relationship. And I think that's going to sort of put pay to that Eight of Swords in the future. Now you've got two eights here. That's quite similar here. And I think that's sort of like the Eight of Swords here is that this is not what you want. And this is why you've got within you've got the curious side is sort of opening up to the possibilities. Let's just see what's going on with that Eight of Swords there. Yeah, you get the Page of Swords now. You've got 3 pages out on the table. 2 knights, 3 pages, 2 eights. It's looking in a way that with the Page of Swords, it's speaking your truth. I wouldn't hold back, basically. I would say if within your relationships, if you're feeling a little bit sort of monotonous and sort of like samey, I would say that I wouldn't hold back on it, because it's going to clear the mist and clear the air and stuff like that. And I think that's a good thing, to clear the air more than anything else. And yeah, it will change a lot of your fortunes. All of a sudden, it will develop a whole new aspect of life for you in regards to your relationship side. So there you go. Thanking you very much for being here. Hope you get the best out of these readings. Don't forget about the messages from energy, and also the live that we do at the weekend, and the other energy videos that we do on this channel. I will see you soon. In the meantime, thanking you very much for subscribing, liking and sharing. And don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.